Okay, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another round of Street Fighter V Pro Player Match Analysis. We have more replays to go through submitted by viewers of the YouTube and Twitch channel. So next up, we have replay submission from Frangeek. And first off, he rates his level in Street Fighter V out of 10 a 5. I think I am pretty average, currently in Super Gold. The interesting thing is, statistically, if you get out of bronze, you're one of the best in the world. Statistically, I'll throw that out there. Once you get beyond the basics of anything, you're usually statistically one of the best in the world. So congratulations. You can use that to always make yourself feel better about yourself. Short-term goals to reach Ultra Gold, improve my ROG mix-ups confirmed, and obtain more matchup knowledge. These are very reasonable and obtainable goals. I think we can make that jump easy peasy. Long-term goals to reach Platinum before the next Street Fighter would be dope. Dude, I think if you get a few pointers going from this, I bet you can get hit Diamond. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We got two matches here. As always, this forum, we have someone submit a match that shows their weakness, try to analyze that, and one that shows their strengths. So we'll go ahead and start looking at the match that shows Frangeek's weakness. All right, it's going to be a match versus Dan. Dan can be tricky. If you play Dan wrong, he's going to steamroll you because he gets extremely ridiculous high pressure sequences. And I'm going to go ahead and turn these things on. Okay, playing the Nooch. Stand Fierce Punch, always a good button. Nice dash punch. I do like standing fierce in this matchup. Okay, the Dan pressure begins. Right. Nice punish on the miss V skill cancel. Definitely got to keep an eye out for that. Ooh, no punish on the sweep. It's an easy dash punch or sweep back. That one, your plus. Okay, so one thing, this is Dan specific, is you got to recognize when it hits late and when it doesn't. So that was definitely very late. That was late as well. But then he gets another one here that's not late. You're a +2 there. So I'm just kind of throwing this out there for people who might not know what's going on. Moves have a certain amount of time where they are active, right? Dan's moves are weird because they have a lot of active frames. So when he's doing that hop with the knee, there's a large window where that move can potentially hit you and cause damage, right? If he hits you with it up front very early on, it's not going to leave him at as much advantage as if it hits later. You can visually tell the difference between when he hits very early versus when he hits late. So on this Dan kick, you see here, I think it's active around this part, right? He can hit you maybe at this point in the move, but you notice how it doesn't hit until way later on the way down. That's why, if you notice the frame data here, it says -3 on Frangeek's side, right? Because it hits so late, it actually left Dan at advantage, so he can move first before you're able to move. Same idea with this one. Once again, it's kind of hitting not at the apex of the jump, it's coming on the way down, then it connects. Hits on a late active frame, which gives him plus frames. You probably want to just V reversal in this situation. I haven't mentioned it yet, but in general, in this matchup, you generally just want to V reversal. This was kind of like the big secret that I was going to reveal later. Dan's V skill 2 lets him cancel any normal into another normal, which allows him to have really funky pressure sequences where you don't really know when it's your turn anymore because he can keep canceling moves into other moves. But let's watch what happens with the meters specifically. Okay, you get hit. So if you look at your V meter increases because when you get hit, you gain V gauge, right? So your meter went up. But let's watch what happens here once he inputs the V skill cancel. Did you notice that? When the V skill comes out, you build a tiny bit of V meter. Dan's V skill is unique in that it's the only V skill in the game that gives the opponent V meter. This is important because usually when Dan is pressuring you, it's not only on hit, it's on block too. Whenever Dan cancels his normal into V skill, you will build a little bit of V meter. That means you're gonna have more V meter build the more he pressures you, which means you need to be using V reversal. It's very important to keep that in mind. You're going to be building so much meter that you're going to not even realize you have V trigger. Like, you're going to get it so fast compared to normal if Dan is going ham with the V skill cancels. So in this matchup, you need to not be scared to use V reversal. Like, look how much meter you just built. Look at this. Look at your V meter. Look, it's going up that whole time. That whole sequence, it was going up, slowly crawling up. Even on block right there. Look, you're almost at 2 bars. You're at 80 80 seconds in and you almost have 2 bars of V meter. So basically, if he gets the pressure going, do not be scared of V reversal. So those plus on block knees, like if you recognize it's plus, just V reversal. If he starts doing heavy kick, just V reversal. Like there, if you didn't miss the punish here, like if you're a little bit more aware, you could have done crouching strong, dash punch, V trigger cancel, and built super and killed him. So that's one missed opportunity, but that's not the big deal. Like, just those are things you got to keep in mind, but overall the strategy is what's important. So we talked about the other knees that were plus, and you can tell with this one, it's not the same. The other ones were hitting below the apex of the jump, like really down low. So you look at this one, it hits after the apex of the jump, but it's like really high up. So this one you should be able to tell by visually looking at it that it is not going to be plus for the Dan player. So you could have taken your turn back here by pressing light kick or jab or something, and you would have counter hit him after. So it's just something to keep your eye out for in the heat of the moment. Good V reversal, that was a good one. I mean, okay, well, that's just Dan things, you know what I mean? I don't blame you. He forced you to guess there, and then just went for it. That's just Dan things right there. Ah, I like the idea. You know I like the idea. You must have been jiggling before the round even started, but you're a little bit too early on the punch there. Or the kick in this case. You gotta wait for him to hit the peak of the jump before letting that rip. You would have gotten you would have juggled him with a fat corner combo. That would have been nice. Okay, challenge, nice. What did you go for here? Heavy dash straight, V-skill cancel. I see you went for the Oki. You wanted to do dash punch here, cancel to the spin to get pressure after. That's the right idea. I think you just messed it up. So just gotta practice that. I like your movement. I like your patience there in neutral. I really think you just needed to wait for a V reversal opportunity. Dan is weird because like you think you're all good against him, and then at this range, because he's with V skill 2 and has V trigger, you can use heavy kick, V skill cancel, and keep the pressure going. So actually the risk reward here and footsies is actually a lot worse than you would think normally. So like you went to go poke real quick or press a jab or something, and then you got smacked. So once again, I really feel like the big strategy here is to wait for the heavies to come out, and the moment you block a heavy, you V reversal. So if you just stood your ground there and blocked, and then when you did a heavy or a Dan kick, you just V reversal to build space. That would have been better. Instead, you try to press a button, you die, right? Now you're in guess for game situation with throw. If he ever misses the V-skill cancel and gets that taunt animation, even on hit he's negative. On block he's punishable, and on hit he's negative. So this match, I can see that you're lacking matchup knowledge. Dan is very unique in this game. If he gets in close at all, you need to V-reversal, or else you're going to get steamrolled. So I feel like that was very much a matchup thing. But we saw some signs of brilliance in there. Let's see what other strengths Frankie has with the match that shows his strengths here. So let's go to that replay now. All right, good anti-air. I like the throw pressure. Nice spacing on that dash punch. Whoops. Nice challenge. I like that you challenged and converted it. Shimmy! And the awareness to go for the combo. Very nice. Anti-air. Wait, what is this on block? I think it said -4. -4, and you try to light kick? Well, lesson learned. Yeah, I don't blame you for not exactly knowing that punish, because I wouldn't either. For Rog, standing light punch is your furthest range 4-frame. So there's the space in your left eye. Even standing jab might be a little awkward, but would have been worth the try. Maybe take that to the lab. Ooh, okay, this could end poorly. This is one of Lucia's main traps, is where she throws like an awkward fireball where it goes above your head, and then you try to take your turn back, and then you get clipped, and then she slides you into the fireball and you die. If you're gonna challenge something like that, I would sweep right away, or EX dash low or EX dash straight, because this potentially could have ended bad. She could have converted that to a combo. Okay, clipped her. Pretty good corner control right there. A little missed space on the V skill. Okay, that one worked out. Nice tech. Okay. I would highly advise not doing crouching medium kick twice. Maybe you're just trying to get it on reversal, but make sure to not just do Hail Mary crouching medium kick target combo because it's very punishable. A lot of lower level Rogs will just like do both hits because why not? But it's definitely a habit you don't want to get into. Just poke. The poke is good enough. I know it worked out here, but it's one of those things that like, yeah, it worked, but there's really no good reason to do it raw like that. Unless you have V trigger to save yourself, and even then I wouldn't do that. Nice punish. So you know that the slide is negative up close like that. And these awkward kind of punishes, it's always great for Rog to just do like buffers into EX straight, because even if you're not too sure what the punish is, like it's -6 at that range, so you could have done something beefier and meterless by doing standing medium kick to heavy dash straight. But I understand doing jab to EX dash straight because that's your fastest buffer and it can be safe if need be, right? So I like that. And the scramble and the unknown, it's good to buffer into safe special moves by burning meter. I think you were trying to go for another V-skill cancel. I've seen you miss a bunch of these. I would just not do the setups unless you have them down. If you don't know what this actually covers, you might as well just walk up or dash up because you're just going to get yourself challenged and hurt. The point of the V-skill dash punch setups for Rog is that it lets him get Oki mid-screen, lets him get pressure mid-screen because it lets him cover a large distance and then get really close to the opponent even from mid-screen. But in this situation, you already have him in the corner. So literally, I would have just walked up because that lets you manually time and comfortably time your pressure. And because you whiffed your dash punch here, you're punishable right there, right? Something like that, right? Unless you're trying to put sometimes the fear of the spin kind of gets people antsy. So that's one benefit to doing it. But just doing the basic throw meaty game would have been better. No reason to get yourself killed for overextending. Nice check. What would have been amazing here is a V trigger cancel right there. Then medium kick, heavy punch dash straight, kick, 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 Rekka. For optimal damage. Uh-oh. Now you're in a hairy situation. Okay, okay. At least you remember that it's negative frames there. I like that response. It was definitely even more pushed out than last time, where you wouldn't be able to press jab. So you chose to do crouching strong to EX dash straight, which is great because, like I said, doing a buffer on a move you know will connect, and it might not be a punish, but at least you know you'll lock him down. Doing that and then canceling it with meter to a safe special move is definitely the play. So yeah, the EX run we saw before was -4, correct? Let's see. Oh, maybe without V trigger it's -6. Oh, maybe that was our natural. Okay, -4. Looks like it was -4. And then of course your opponent just holds forward on negative frames, no fear, and walks into your button. Right? They had no meter on their side, so no matter what, they couldn't do something invincible. So this was a great use of your own meter here to buffer into the EX straight. So that was definitely the appropriate response. So yeah, I can see that you showed like good understanding of hedging your bets with the meter usage, decent usage of dash punches, good anti-airs. Going for the throw after the anti-airs is very good to get them spooked. The one thing I would say is like you can just play it cooler. You know, you don't have to go for the V-skill Oki. Like don't go for the fancy stuff if you're not ready for it. Because the main thing in Street Fighter V is avoid giving the opponent momentum. Even if you're not optimizing the damage or the pressure in every single situation, as long as you don't give the opponent momentum, it's probably okay. You want to keep your momentum, keep your damage, and keep your positioning. Those are the three things you want to prioritize. If you're not optimizing any one of those, that's okay, as long as you're not completely losing out on one of those three. So when you go for overextending with your V-skill cancels, you're trying to optimize your positioning and your pressure, but you end up losing out on all those things. So definitely one of those things where I would just say keep that in training mode for now. And keep it simple. To get to platinum or to get to diamond for the most part, you got to know matchups and keep it simple. Like you mechanically understand everything about the game. I think you'll rank up real fast if you just keep it simple. And then you can slowly reintroduce the harder stuff that you know of and you sort of know how to do but haven't mastered yet. And you'll get to platinum easy. Easy. All right, guys, that's all I have for this match analysis session. If you enjoyed the videos, if you maybe learned something yourself, please consider dropping a like on the video, maybe leaving a comment, and hey, maybe even subscribing to the channel. I do believe only 50% of my viewers these days are subbed to the channel, so if you want to help raise that stat for me, I'd appreciate that very much. And that's all I got for you guys, so keep on the lookout. We got more match analysis videos on the way, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.